We're here, finally. Hello everybody, welcome to the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. Hello Brian, hello, is that Maureen? Nice to see you. And Sheila, hello Sheila. Nice to have you all on the show. So tonight we're going to be cooking a cottage pie. Hello Jean, nice to have you on the show. So we're going to be doing a cottage pie, and to celebrate Captain, or he's now Colonel Tom Moore's 100th birthday, because we thought it would be a traditional meal that he might have. There's Elaine. Hello Elaine, nice to have you. Hello Tiffies. You get the hello Tiffies. There's Debs. Hello Debs. Nice to have you all on. And Anita. Hello Anita. Not long till your birthday next week. We're doing a birthday special next Friday for Anita, for Auntie Neats. But so far she's kept her age a secret. So we're having good fun here. I'm just trying to make a cup of tea while I'm doing this, while you're all joining. So let's do this. Get our kettle. We like our tea in the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. So how are you all doing? Right, we need to keep the milk out. And the butter. Okay, I think we'll get this show on the road. Hello Janet, hello Carrie. Nice to have you on the show. We're doing a cottage pie. I better put the oven on. For Captain Colonel Tom Moore's birthday, to say happy birthday to him. So what I've got, oh thanks Janet, I've got the potatoes here, which are already chopped up. It's about 1 kg of boiling potatoes, just peeling potatoes. I'm just going to drain some of this water off. So I'm just draining the water off. It's always, if you've had your potatoes soaking in water, it's always important to drain the water off because it gets really starchy. And I'm putting boiling water over them because I'm not really caring how long they take. I just want them to come up to boil as soon as possible. I have chopped them small. And can anyone remember why we chopped them small? We will see if any people have been watching. Is that a bowl of Wotsits? I wish it was a bowl of Wotsits. It's carrot. Woo! Too healthy. I wish it was a bowl of Wotsits. I would be woofing straight into them. I've had no crisps or things like that for about 6 weeks. So I'm doing well. So cheers to Colonel Tom Moore. Happy birthday, 100. I bet he's celebrating with a cup of tea as well. Because they cook quicker. Yes, they do. Cook faster, Tiffies and Carrie. Yeah, they boil quicker. So yep, it's good for them. And also when it comes up to the boil, we then add the salt. I don't actually know why you do that, but you never just put the salt in. I think because it then sticks to the potatoes and you want the salt to dissolve in the boiling water. But I will investigate that for the next time. So cheers! This is a nice big cup of Yorkshire tea. Absolutely delicious. So I'll be putting that there so that I remember it. So what we're going to do in the other pot is we're going to be making our mince mixture. So for the mince mixture, we need mince. So I've actually got 800 grams of, this is not, usually I use McCaskey's, but we're now on to a good amount of the muscle foods. So it'll be really good to see the difference. What's Elaine saying there? Woofing or woofling. A bit of both. So this is, they said it was corn or free range beef, extra lean beef, and I've got 800 grams here. I'm going to make quite a big one. I don't know if all the mince will fit into the pot. I'll show you what I'm doing. This one here I'm going to use, which I think will be quite nice. So I'll fill it maybe about that much with the mince mixture and then top it up with the potato. Oh, and guess what we forgot to do? The theme tune! Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm surprised none of you were reminding me.
Bonnie and Babs are cooking in the kitchen, happy to be switching up some eggs for you. Bonnie and Babs are making finger-licking chicken and a sauce to thicken with some real good fun. Oh yeah!
Woo! See, we're all high-tech here at the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. So that's Robert, got his jazz hands ready. Just wait till I get a song for you neats for next Friday. Okay, so when you're cooking mince, don't use any oil if you're doing mince or that type of thing. So what I'm going to do is I've got the pan here and I'm going to add the mince straight into the pan. And I'm going to just add a tiny bit, maybe about 100 mils of hot water. And while we're doing that, we're going to boil the kettle again so that we can get this water ready for our stock. So you could use any type of mince. This is cottage pie, so we're using beef. If you're calling it shepherd's pie, it's lamb. But you could potentially make this out of any type of mince, turkey mince. You might even want to do corn or another substitute. So cottage pie for Colonel Captain Moore. So what we're doing here, let's put this down here. Yes, Aileen, get it right. So I've got the perfect song for my birthday. I will send you a link, okay? But then it won't be a surprise. We'll see what we can do. So what we want to do is just move the mince around. It's really important. You just keep mashing it down, because when you're doing mince and potatoes or really any type of mince, you don't want massive chunks. So it's really important. You can see that the water there is getting absorbed into the meat. You just want to keep this moving. We're just browning this off. Really important step. This locks in the flavour into the mince and helps to bring out the flavour. So just keep mashing it down. Mash, mash, mash. Will still be a surprise. I will have forgotten by then. Okay, so I'm just doing this. Keep that going for a second. Right, great. So we used to say shepherd's pie made with real shepherds. So, oh, the jokes. You've missed me. Right, so that's our mince coming along well. So what we're going to do, add to our mince once it's browned, we're going to add 2 onions, which I have diced finely into small chunks. So that's 2 onions. I normally do 1 onion per block of mince, usually 500 grams, but I noticed these were 400 gram ones. So that's coming along well. Just keep it moving. You want it to be nice and fine. Might need to add a wee bit more water at this point, but I'll just keep my eye on it, my beady eye. And also we'll be adding 3 carrots, which are chopped finely. Did you beat it up first? No, I just defrosted it this morning. And then I just basically just put it in, and I kind of just used the back of the spoon to kind of break it up. So you can see it's really fine. It's such an important step. Don't walk away at this point. Otherwise it could just cook, and if it cooks too much it will go into a big chunk. Shepherd's pie is made with real shepherds. Your pot definitely isn't big enough for a cottage. Yes, definitely. I was going to say which bit of the shepherd, the leg, the rest of him is in the freezer. But we might get the police round. So that's coming along nicely. Yum, yum, yum. Bonnie is not there. I thought Bonnie might be here because it's mince. She actually loves carrots. Where are you? Okay, and then what we've also got is 3 celery stalks, which I've literally chopped into tiny bits. And I've actually cooked this already, just in some water, no oil, for about 20-30 minutes, just to make it soft, because if celery's not cooked properly, the rest of the stuff doesn't take long. This will be really kind of stringy, and I have taken some of the string off it, so I just snap the end and pull it down quickly, and those wee stringy bits come off. Great, so that's the mince coming along. I am going to add a wee bit more water. There we are, just maybe about another 50 mils. If you can all go on to my feed on the grid on Instagram and have a look at some of the pictures that I've been putting on of the food and let me know what you think. I am trying to improve my photography, and also I can't wait till I can get back in to TK Maxx to go and buy some other things, so that when I'm taking the photos it's not just all the same plates and things. So I didn't know that about the celery. I just normally chop it up. Yep, if you just cut off the big bit at the bottom and then you just break off the top and pull it down, the wee things come off. Oh yeah, it's all the tips here at the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. So our potatoes are coming up to the boil. Do do do. You need to have a do-do-do moment. So that's like do-do-do is becoming our new slogan. Do-do-do. You have to say it in that voice. A nice big generous pinch of salt into the potatoes. And we'll keep them going. Right, so that looks, our mince looks absolutely perfect. So you can see loads of just fine granules. Very soft, no big chunks, just keep it all moving, and I'm absolutely delighted with the way that's turned out. It's a bit steamy in here. I've had to close the windows because there was quite a lot of commotion earlier with seagulls and all that stuff. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add our freshly diced onion into the pot. I actually love having the ingredients all freshly done for me. Well, I do them myself. That sounded like I had somebody doing it. Also, Polly Ruff taught me to chop raw mince up before cooking and it becomes finer. Good, right, great, we like all these tips. So I think that's the onion going in. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And I'm keeping this up at a hot temperature. And what I'm going to do now is add the carrots, 3 carrots. Great. So how is everybody? Doing well. Hello Jacqueline, nice to have you on the show. We're spreading the joy of the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. 3 or 3, what is that, carrots? 3, 3 carrots, 2 onions, 800 grams of mince. I hope we're going to have a big enough pot. I think it'll be fine. Keep that coming, and then I'm going to be adding my celery sticks. I think it's 3 celery sticks chopped finely and already cooked that down. So we're mixing all that in. Yummy, yum, yum. So I'm going to boil the kettle. Again, all that energy. I think loads of people have been saying that their electricity bills. So because I've got 2 lots of mince, I'm going to use 2 OXO cubes. Is that for a family of 4? No, this is just for me. Well, I would probably say with 800 grams of mince, I would say that would be about maybe 8 people. Ideally, you'd say if you were doing something like this, if you've got enough veg, 100 grams of mince per person. But it depends how generous you want to be and how much stuff you've got in. So I've got the 2 OXO cubes, which I'm just going to just give them a little sprinkle in there. And I'm going to put in about 500 mils of water to make that into a stock. I'll need to move my kettle so that it's nearer. Right, great. So this is actually cooking very quickly. Okay. So keep that going. You could add a glass of red wine if you desire, but I don't take wine. A little wine for the stomach, but Diet Coke and tea suffices for me. So we've got the 2 stock cubes. I'm also going to add in a tiny scoot of garlic paste. Just a tiny, tiny scoot. Like so. Maybe 1 tablespoon. I couldn't be bothered chopping up the garlic. That's coming along well. So I'm going to pour this over. Oh, delish. Just doing that to kind of get the wee bits out. Hate it when there's a wee bit stuck at the bottom. That's just kind of melting it off. There we are, perfect. I think I definitely needed a bigger pot, but actually I don't have one because I've got the potatoes going crazy. And the big one there. So the potatoes are boiling away there. Right, great. I'm going to put this on just for a minute to bring it up to the boil. If you were doing the celery from raw at this point, it would probably take about 45 minutes to cook, but what I'm going to do is just cook it for about 20 minutes. I'm definitely going to try and make this good. Elaine, send us your photos. So what we're going to do, you're not going to see the finished article in the Bonnie and Babs kitchen, but you will see, hopefully we'll be at the stage of putting it together, and if not, it depends if you want to hold in. I don't really want it to go on too long, but what we will then do is put a photo up on Instagram. So I'm going to, while that's coming up to the boil, and if you think grated, if you were cooking carrots, big chunks of carrots, they only take 20 minutes or so to cook, or not even. So I've got some Cathedral City extra mature cheddar. I love decent cheese and I like good quality. So I'm just in the pan. We have, how much is this? 350 grams. So I'm taking about a third of it. And I'm actually going to mix this into the mashed potato, which is going to be so scrummy. So I actually found the green bit of this, and Jean, I think you actually bought me this as a don't forget to drink your tea. Yep, that's my colleague Janet. That's the thing, being a nurse, isn't it? You make something and you leave it to the side. So Jean actually, I think, bought me this as a housewarming present, and for weeks I've lost the green bit, which meant I was dangerously grating, so that's why I didn't do it on the live show. But this is honestly such a cool present, because then you can just do that and the cheese drops into the bowl below, so it's, you know, no mess. Normally when I'm grating, the cheese goes everywhere, it's flying through the air. Jean saying yes, I did. Yep, and also some nice Tupperware dishes, so very generous is my neighbour and friend Jean. And there's Denise. Hello Denise. What's Elaine saying no to? It's about forgetting to drink the tea. Yum yum yum. So let's just do some more grating. So the channels, I think now Instagram seem to have changed. When we upload this immediately onto the feed, it seems to take away the comments, which you know, is a shame. So that's why I'm trying to read out as many of your comments as possible. So then also this gets uploaded to Facebook and YouTube. Also today uploaded on YouTube and the Facebook page is Tiffy's birthday song. Bonnie decided she was happy to let that 12 steps of Bonnie and Bab's kitchen become popular and put that out into the wider public so she could see that. Great, so that's our cheese. Can take that off here. Good. Brilliant, look, and then you've got your grated cheese in there. Hallelujah. We like all these little helpful things. I'm just going to stir the mince. You can see that's a lovely, nice big pot of mince there. Okay, we're just going to keep that up at temperature just now because we want it to cook. Great. Doing well here. Doing well, doing well. That's fab. Amazing. What is that? The cheese, yes. We love it. Wait, I'm just now. And then what you can actually do is get another thing here. Add that on. That's a smaller grater. And what we're going to be adding on here is some nutmeg. If we can find it. Where's that nutmeg? Come to mommy. There, found this nutmeg. So I should have had that out. So this is quite good fun to use as well. So what we're going to do, just give it a good smell. So I'm just very carefully using maybe about half a nutmeg, fresh nutmeg, grating that into the cheese. Right, good. Good. Right, so pop that back in. Also what we're going to do into our cottage pie is add a squirt of tomato puree, maybe about 2 tablespoons. The reason this will just help to thicken up the gravy. Like so. It's smelling really good. I've not put any salt in this just now because I'm going to use a bit of gravy granules later. You could use Bisto powder, but that would take longer. And I'm also got the stock cubes, which can be quite salty, and there's salt in the potatoes, and I'll put salt and pepper in the potatoes when I'm mashing it. So we don't want it to be too salty. Oh! Forgot, I'll just do the smaller one. That wee chunk. Right, good. Some people, when you're making up, can you see, Sharon, the other days, one where dog was singing, or was it talking? Yes, that's on Facebook, the dog singing. Bonnie, the sing-song girl. Jean, where did you get the grater? It's fab. Well, it's actually Go Cook is the brand. I'm not sure where Jean got it. Right, so that's the rest of that cheese there. So what we're going to do is mix in this cheese with the mashed potatoes. You can put some of the cheese, keep that back if you want to put it on the top, but I personally don't like the kind of cheesy, crispy bit at the top. Personally, some people love that bit, but I don't. Okay. Yep, the song, it went up. It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook, I checked. How does it smell? Smells lovely. I can smell a bit of the tomato. I can mainly smell the nutmeg at the moment. I'm going to get my butter ready. So maybe about an ounce of butter. So that's about an ounce of butter, which I'm going to put here. And I've got my milk as already opened. So I'm going to check my potatoes. Get another clean knife to prevent the cross-contamination. Best bit! Oh, neat! Okay, so the potatoes, I'm just putting a knife into them. I think they need another few minutes to make the mashed potato. It is going to cook again. Some people I've seen, particularly in American shows, which I've not used myself, they actually are using a potato ricer, which looks really cool. Right, so that mince is coming along well. I don't think I've put any pepper in yet. So, me and my black pepper. So there's Effie. Hello, Effie. Right, so that's our pepper going into the cap, because it would really get stinged up, steamy, steamy, steamy. And what I want to do now is just get some thyme, some fresh thyme. If I was cooking this longer, maybe for 45 minutes, I would add some, what are they called? Bay leaves, but it would be a waste to put the bay leaves in at the moment since I'm only cooking it. So I've just got the fresh thyme there, which smells gorgeous. Wow! Can you hear that bubbling? We have all of plenty of time just now. Ricers are amazing, so little effort needed, right? Okay, so the potato ricer is now going on to the wish list. The wish list is getting bigger, so we have see if I can remember, we've got the baking sheet, we have the garlic twister, we now have the potato ricer, I can't remember what else I had on, so I'm just stirring that all. That looks absolutely amazing. And our potatoes will nearly be ready. How long? That's 6 o'clock. Good, we're doing well. So what we want to do, I have my masher at the ready. So I'm going to move the mince onto the back. Get my glove, oven glove at the ready. Keep that going. Great. So now I'm going to quickly go over to the sink, which I'll get a facial sauna at the same time. Right, so they look about ready. I'll just do another double check. Yep. So they're nice and soft. I'll get one of the bigger ones out and then just mash it with the fork. There, look, perfect. fork mashable for anyone with a swallowing difficulty. IDSI level 6. Right, so 2 seconds. Okay. I'm going to turn that off just now. So we have our potatoes back into the pot, our ounce of butter, our splash of milk. We can always add a bit, oops, removing the green flying object. Hello, Kaylee. This is where you... Well, I've not even got my other wee light on. I don't actually think it makes any difference. I am actually going to get a hat because a chef's hat, we need to add that to the list. So we're just mashing this potato up like so. Don't want to add too much milk at this point. I am going to add a bit extra salt. And I'm going to add some black pepper. Like that mincy, that back ring is so much better than the front ring. If I ever have the chance to design a kitchen, I will be liking a gas hob, I think, because then you can just have instant heat. Right, brilliant. Coming along nicely. Keep this mashing. Mash, mash, mash. Hello, Polly. We're making a cottage pie, so we're just mashing up the potatoes with an ounce of butter and a splash of milk, salt and pepper. We're going to be celebrating Colonel Tom Moore's 100th birthday, so I thought this would be a dish that he would love. My grandpa, I suppose that's a bit of an ageist thing, but I know people of that generation love this type of meal. I don't know what his own personal preferences are, but we have tagged him in the photo. So I think that's the potato ready. Whew. And then what we're going to add is the cheese and the grated nutmeg. So what's Polly saying? You have been talking about me then? Yes, they were sharing your tip for the mince. Your mince bashing tips. Right, so this is our cheese. I'm going to put all the cheese in, like so, with the grated nutmeg. This will be so tasty. Oops. That's okay now, so just mix that round. Keep that going. I'm going to add a wee bit more milk at this point. I'm getting splashed. Right, so keep that. Oh. Oh, it's all happening. Bonnie, you're alright. You're alright, hen. Okay, so that is our mashed potatoes. Right, that looks so scrummy. I'm going to taste it. Okay. You okay there? Yeah, I'm a bit warm. Can really taste the nutmeg. I would say I could have mashed the potato a wee bit better, but never mind. Maybe I need that ricer after all. So I'm going to move this mashed potato here and bring back our extravagantly bubbling mixture. take that off. There we are. That looks perfect. Okay, and because that's going to cook in the oven, I think that's about ready to put together. So we're at 5 past. So I'm going to use just some gravy granules. Just a tiny wee shaking. You don't want to make it too thick. One of the recipes I did look at put more water and they put flour in it, but I don't really like to do that because I think the flour can stick. And also if you add the Bisto gravy too early, it sticks to the pan, so you are better to just make up the gravy at the end. And you shouldn't be relying on the gravy for your flavour, because your flavour should be in the main part of the dish. Oh, that sounded really chefy. I don't even know if that's true. It sounds good. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Keep that going. I think I want a tiny wee bit more. Like so. Right, perfect. Right, let's turn some heat off. Okay, so I'm not going to be too bothered if this all doesn't fit in here, because what I can actually do, you would make a good farmer's wife. Well, actually, I was thinking that earlier, and I could be out playing with the lambs and the wee calves, making scones in the idyllic hillside, stinking of manure. Unfortunately, I don't know any farmers. The farmer wants a wife. The farmer wants a wife. E-oh, my daddy-o. The farmer wants a wife. Well, the wife's already got a dog, so we're all happy there. Hearty meals. Right, so that's that. Looks absolutely scrumptious. I'm just going over here to get a spoon. Okay. Oh, we're nearly there, folks. So what we're going to do is spoon a good bit of this in. We'll pour it in. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to actually leave 2 portions of that mince, and I can make that into another small pie at a later point. So I'm going to move that here. So this is a really good deep one. This makes a brilliant casserole dish. So that's a nice deep one. So I'd probably say that you would get 4 generous portions, or maybe 5. And then we've got that mince left over. And that mince I could actually turn into with some tomatoes through it, and maybe some peppers as well. That could actually go into a small lasagna. I will decide later. So now what we want to do is, you could pipe this if you were so that way inclined, but we don't have a piper. Right, okay, so stick to the cooking. Right, so lots of potato. What do you mean by singing? I think Bonnie's a better singer than me. Okay, so I'm going to use a good bit of this potato. Like so. Get a knife, and then you just want to push this all over to the side. You want to seal the whole thing. Yum, yum, yum. Like so. Okay, so that actually will probably be enough potato. Maybe another wee bit like this. Okay, and then what you can do is get a fork, and then you can just do this gently with the fork over it. I don't know if you can see it because of the light. I think it's that one. No. I think it's just because it's white. So what I'll hold it up. I'm just using the fork onto the top of the potato just to make a bit of texture, like so. That looks really good. Okay, so that light is annoying at the moment. Hold on. There. Can you see it? So that is our cottage pie, which I'm going to put into the oven for about 40 minutes. So oven's on about 180 fan, which would be 200, about gas mark 6, 350 Fahrenheit approximately. So that is your cottage pie going in the oven. And what we will do is we will put a photo up later. We've got mince and potatoes here. I could have actually used the bigger. I was in two minds. I was actually going to do it in this one initially, and I think there would have been enough mince for that. So I will make something up. I've got something else that I can do with that. Nothing is wasted in the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. So we'll be on to our theme tune.
Bonnie and Babs are cooking in the kitchen, happy to be switching up some eggs for you. Bonnie and Babs are making finger-licking chicken and the sauce to thicken with some real good fun. Oh yeah.
Great! So thank you so much for tuning in. Like it, share it, comment about it. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a chicken hot pot. I think today's kitchen is boiling, so dancing with you, Babs. Yep, thank you. So tomorrow a chicken hot pot. Something a bit different, staying on the traditional meals. So that cottage pie made in honour of Colonel Tom Moore for his birthday, 100 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And looks tasty. Yep, it will be tasty, I'm sure. I'm just thinking that I could actually just have some minced potatoes now while I'm waiting. So tomorrow for the what's it called? Chicken hot pot. And then next week we will decide what we're going to do. And we're not sure what we're doing for your birthday yet, Neats. So that'll be fun. And I would just like to say thank you all. Hope you've had a great time and really enjoyed that. So over and out from the Bonnie and Babs kitchen. Bye! Do do do!